Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot reading. This reading will cover the period of time from September 17th to October 16th, 2020. So the way this video is going to go is first I'm going to draw a card for your sign and then we will go over the meanings of that card. If you are interested in the deck that we're using for this reading, it's the Green Witch Tarot. It's one of my favorites. I have it listed on Amazon just for you, so check it out in the description to this video below. If you're interested in a personal reading extension, something to either clarify the card that you will receive or to touch on some other areas in your life, check out the private reading options that I have listed on my Etsy store, also in the description to this video below. Sagittarius, your card is the Queen of Chalices. It's first and foremost talking about empathy. It's talking about this empathic ability to connect to the emotions of others, to possibly even read thoughts of others. Now, that might sound a little esoteric or out there, but the way that it manifests is sometimes you might be having a conversation with someone and you really kind of, pick up on their emotions. You really feel what they're feeling. And it might be really overwhelming because while that other person might feel relieved, you might actually pick up their emotional baggage and carry it with you long after the conversation is over. This card is a warning against picking up too much of other people's energy. You really need to be careful about that because walking around feeling other people's feelings or having no boundaries when it comes to emotional conversations like that can be very damaging to you. It might prevent you from focusing energy on what you care about, on what you need to finish, accomplish, or complete in your life. And it might drain your energy so much that you actually don't have enough of it to do what it is that you need to do for you. This kind of energy drain creates distress, and sometimes it can create high levels of anxiety. And another wording with this card is other people might really use you for empathy and forget about you later. Have you noticed a trend lately that points to that kind of behavior? Perhaps your friend calls you in the middle of the day and tells you a whole entire dramatic situation that's going on with their friend or their lover or their boyfriend or their parent. And then moments later, they are done. They are through. They've unloaded this emotional baggage on you and now they're moving on. Perhaps the next day they forget all about you. Perhaps the next day when you need their help, they are not available. Do you have a lot of friends like that? Do you have a lot of connections that constantly call you and nag you and turn to you to relieve themselves of their emotional problems and then kind of forget about you? If so, then you strongly are encouraged to set up some really good boundaries and possibly limit contact with these people. Now, at first it might be hard because these people might be very upset. They might be used to that kind of exchange where they just unload on you and then move on and forget all about it. They might be upset that you're no longer willing to entertain that kind of communication. But you need to be firm. You need to defend your energetic space. You have your own creative ideas. You have your own projects. You have your own life. And if you don't have any energy left to live your own life, that's a problem. And if you're doing this for people that are at their core ungrateful and even disrespectful of your gifts and abilities, that only use you when it's convenient for them, then perhaps it's time to perhaps decrease the amount of communication, amount of time you spend on this kind of exchange, which is uneven, unequal, and unfair. This card advises you, dear Sagittarius, to guard your loving, nurturing nature, because there are people that will appreciate you, that will be grateful, that really can use your help and can give you help in return. There are projects that you can use this energy on, creative expression, and new ambitious ideas that will improve your life, that will take you to new heights, that will expand your potential. And yet these problems and these appreciative, kind, caring friends might be getting neglected because all of your energy is being consumed by other individuals who don't really value you, who don't really appreciate you, and who don't really heed your advice. Now, do you have any connections that you keep spending your energy and you keep giving them all you have? You keep taking on all their problems, all their emotional baggage, all their frustration and suffering, and just a lot that's going on with them. And then they completely ignore your advice. You know, they might come to you with this big problem and they're telling you, hey, I just need help. Please tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. I need your help. And you give them help and then they don't follow that advice. And they keep coming back to you over and over again with the same problem. If that's the case, you know they're not listening. If that's the case, you know you're wasting your energy. They're not looking for a solution. They're looking for your empathy. But they also don't value your empathy. They're just using it as quick and easy means to relieve themselves. So do you want to be that person? Do you want to be that person that is not respected? Or do you want to attract more caring, kind, loving, compassionate, supportive friends that will value you and that will be willing and excited to give to you in return? This card points to you being an artist, dear Sagittarius, in whatever way that speaks to you. It might be visual expression, it might be writing, it might be speaking, it might be cooking, it might be dancing. It can be really anything. And to be an artist, you don't have to have an artist degree or someone to give you a title of an artist. To be an artist, you only need to express yourself. And if you free up some of that energy from these people that don't really value you and people that use you to kind of unload and then forget all about you, if you set some boundaries and limit that kind of wasteful communication, then you will have more energy, more time, and more freedom to express yourself, and that will be fulfilling and deeply nurturing to your soul and to your creative genius. This card also hints at psychic ability. You might have some gifts developing if you sense people's emotions, if you can kind of sometimes almost overhear their thoughts, if you have these dreams that come true, if you have this ability to see something that others are not able to see, even in an artistic way, then it's something that was given to you for a reason. And perhaps it's time to free up some energy space to explore these gifts. Perhaps you've been afraid of these gifts. This card is telling you now is a great, safe time to explore them and to really find out what you have to offer to this world, what you have to create with. This card is, of course, a warning against emotional exhaustion. If you are feeling like you are getting emotionally exhausted, if you're feeling like you're getting drained, like you just can't get enough rest, like you can never really get fully recharged, perhaps it's time to go on a little break with communication, with social media, with distractions. Maybe give yourself a day to be electronics free. Maybe give yourself a weekend to go somewhere into a remote retreat in the mountains or somewhere in the nature where you can be alone with your thoughts, where you can recharge, where you can read and take nature walks and maybe contemplate what next direction you want your life to go in. So this is a reminder to be gentle with yourself and to recharge and to pay attention to your own needs, because that way you will be able to show up for your gifts, for your abilities in far more creative and far more exciting ways. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching this reading. I hope it serves you. If you would like a little more in-depth look at other areas of your life, or to even explore this card that you received, please check out my private reading options listed below on my Etsy store. You can find them in the description to this video. And also check out the listing of this wonderful set of tarot cards called the Green Witch Tarot, which are listed on Amazon and also linked in the description to my video. If you like this type of content, if you would like to see more zodiac readings next month, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that bell button to get notified when I upload, because I upload a lot of other content too, which is aimed at empaths, sensitives, and intuitives. So we have a lot of fun on this channel. Let me know in the comments if this reading resonates or if you have any questions about the card. I would love to discuss it with you. I respond to all of my comments always, so I look forward to talking with you. On this note, thank you so very much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and until then, take care.